The Year of the Flood. The Year of the Flood, a hymn of survival in the apocalypse. Part 1. Introduction. The Flood with no water. Welcome back to the channel. Have you ever heard of a waterless flood? In the terrifyingly prophetic world of Margaret Atwood, the apocalypse doesn't arrive as a giant tidal wave or a meteor from space. It arrives as a microscopic virus, a plague so swift and so silent that it was nicknamed the Waterless Flood. In our last review of Oryx and Crake, we watched the world burn through the eyes of Jimmy and Crake, the men at the top of the social pyramid. But today, we are going down to the ground level. We are following the lives of women like Toby and Ren, who were living in the shadows of the giant corporations long before the end came. This is a story about faith, female resilience, and how the human spirit finds a reason to keep breathing even when the world has stopped. Let's dive into the year the world stood still. Part 2. God's Gardeners, Faith in the Age of Genetics. Long before the plague, amidst a society obsessed with genetic engineering and mindless consumption, a strange religious cult emerged, God's Gardeners. The Urban Eden. Led by the mysterious Adam I, the gardeners lived on urban rooftops. They wore recycled clothes, grew their own organic vegetables, and protected every form of animal life. While the rest of the world was busy playing God with DNA, the gardeners were preparing for the waterless flood, a disaster they knew was inevitable because of human arrogance. Toby and Ren, two lost souls. We follow two main survivors. Toby is a strong older woman who fled from a violent predatory boss to find refuge and power within the gardeners. She became a bee master, a keeper of ancient herbal wisdom. Ren, on the other hand, is a young girl who grew up in the cult but was eventually lured away by the glittering plastic world of the pleblands. Through their eyes, we see a pre-apocalyptic society where human life was worth less than a genetically modified pet. Toby and Ren are the why people, individuals who maintained a sense of purpose and morality in a world that had forgotten what those words meant. Part 3. When prophecy becomes reality. The kitsch teenage, the high-stakes drama, explodes when the virus finally hits. Just as Adam I predicted, the infrastructure of the world vanishes in a heartbeat. The walls of isolation. Toby survives the initial wave by locking herself inside a high-end luxury spa called Anu. She uses her knowledge of medicine and plants to keep herself alive, essentially becoming a ghost in a tomb of beauty products. Meanwhile, Ren is trapped in a clean room isolation cell at a high-end club called Scales and Tails. This part of the book is the most intense, the absolute crushing silence. They have no idea if anyone else is left alive. It is a psychological battle of the highest order. How do you stay human when you have no society left to judge you? Atwood brilliantly explores the how of survival, not just the physical need for food, but the mental need for hope. Part 4. The reunion amidst the ruins. Fate eventually pulls Toby and Ren together, and their paths cross with the characters we met in Book 1, including Snowman, the broken version of Jimmy. The danger shifts from a silent virus to a very loud and violent threat, the paintballers. These are bloodthirsty criminals who survived a lethal reality TV-style prison game and are now hunting for sport in the ruins of the world. The climax of the book occurs when the survivors must decide if they are willing to use the violence they once condemned to protect the life that remains. They aren't just fighting for themselves, they are fighting to protect the Crakers, the innocent, genetically modified humans created by Crake. It is a profound moral dilemma. Can you save a peaceful future without using the weapons of a violent past? Part 5. Conclusion. A hymn of rebirth. The Year of the Flood is a beautiful, gritty anthem of survival. It ends with a flicker of light that is fragile, yet blindingly bright. The old world is dead, but a new, strange ecosystem is forming. Humanity, though weakened, still knows how to connect, to mourn, and to love. Margaret Atwood reminds us that in our darkest hours, empathy and belief are the only things that prevent us from disappearing entirely. If we don't care for the earth and each other, the waterless flood might not stay in the pages of fiction for much longer. Thank you for watching this summary. What do you think of Toby's transformation? If you had to survive the end of the world, would you rather be a scientist in a bunker or a gardener on a rooftop? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see the final chapter of the trilogy, MaddAddam. Until next time, stay kind and keep your garden growing.